Aloha gang, how's it going from sunny Hawaii? Welcome to Cutty EDITS, episode CTV59, session number 9. I can't believe we've done 9 sessions on this episode already, and I can't even believe, I've done so much more work than what you guys have seen. There are certain things that just take so much time that you'd be probably a little bit bored, but anyway, hopefully you're enjoying the editing and learning a little something about storytelling, which is kind of my main purpose here. And let's get right into it. The last time we did a session, we edited, we started a music video of an original song that was written for the show by Jerry, one of our great songwriters. And so this is our master timeline right here, and today I want to buff out the music video and finish it up, and then we're going to go ahead and buff the rest of it out. But this is the timeline. We have a 27-minute and 55-second show that we're going to hand in, and right now I'm at 26:39, and I'm going to even shorten it up a little bit more. So we're going to have a minute or two of extra time that we're going to be filling with some bumpers or buffers. I don't know what they're called, but that would be ins and outs to commercials or coming from a commercial. So these are the commercials right up here on the top of the timeline. I separate them out from the timeline of the content. And these are the segments of the show in between the commercials. And this is the segment that we're working on right here. And this segment starts out with me introducing BB from the Hawaii Island Humane Society, who came to help us make some great doggy treats with the kids. And if you want to see more of that segment, you can watch some future sessions, or you can watch the episode as it broadcasts on Spectrum OC16, a great station here in Hawaii, and OC16.tv online. And so we finished up the cooking segment, and the cooking segment sort of leads into the, well, let's let you guys just watch some of it here, leading up to the music video. Let me know how the sound is if you're joining us live here.
Pass it to the next person, right? And then so you'll each get to use your own ingredients. So, as the kids construct their custom doggy treats, now may be a good time to remind everyone to always thoroughly wash your hands before working with food, whether it's for humans or pets. Dogs love treats, and people love giving their dog treats. It's a great way to bond with your pet. Here are a few more thoughts on pet treats. The 10% rule. Treats and snacks should only make up 10% of a dog's daily calories. Store-bought snack.
So what I want to do is start adding a few more graphics to this one, and kind of buff it out a little bit more. So this drifting graphic is something I use a lot in all the episodes to try and keep it uniform. So I'm just going to use this and to emphasize a few points that I'm making in this voiceover.
Custom doggy treats, now may be a good time to remind everyone to always thoroughly wash your hands before working with food, whether it's for humans or pets. Dogs.
So I want to do one that just says wash your hands.
Humans or pets. Dogs love
wash your hands is kind of a topical, like a timely topic at the moment, and so we want to help promote that, of course. I'm not sure I love the color. Maybe there's a better color, like against that background. I guess it's not that bad.
Always thoroughly wash your hands before working with food, whether it's for humans or pets.
All right, so good. So I'm just going to shorten it up a little bit.
Thoroughly wash your hands before working with food, whether it's for humans or pets. Dogs love treats.
All right, just gonna just delay the ending a little bit longer. Computer's working hard.
Dogs love
right
treats, and people love giving their dog treats. It's a great way to bond with your pet. Here are a few more thoughts on pet treats. The 10% rule. Treats and snacks should only make up 10% of a dog's daily calories. Store-bought snacks may be high in fat, sugar, and other preservatives, so try some fresh fruits or vegetables.
So as you can see, I've got some graphics running below the screen there at the bottom, and this is just some suggestions on what some people can safely feed their dogs.
When it comes to treats, always consult with your veterinarian first.
All right, so the kids did a fantastic job with the treats. We've got a heart-shaped treat, we have a bone-shaped one, we've got one with a little paw print in it, and we have a parfait treat right here as well. And they look delicious, and we can eat these too, can't we?
Yes, we can.
And you can also eat the other stuff that we made today too. All right, it's been such a fantastic day today at the Hawaii Island Humane Society, learning about your Junior PAL program and meeting all these.
So I say it twice. I say we can eat these twice. So I might eliminate one.
All right, it's been such a fantastic day today at the Hawaii Island Humane Society, learning about your Junior.
I'm just gonna put a little marker on the timeline where that is, so I know where to find it when I come back.
As well, and they look delicious, and we can eat these too, can't we?
Yes, we can.
And you can also eat the other stuff that we made today too. All right.
So right here, I'm just gonna put a marker on it. See that little. Oops. Right on this one here. See that little blue mark right there. So.
And you can also eat the other stuff that we made today too. All right, it's been such a fantastic day today at the Hawaii Island Humane Society, learning about your Junior PAL program and meeting all these wonderful children. Thank you so much for all that you do for the community. We made some great food, treats for the dogs, but we can eat some of this stuff ourselves as well, can't we?
So I said it twice. So I'm going to take out the first one here.
Parfait treat right here as well, and they look delicious, and we can eat these too, can't we?
Yes, we can.
So as well and.
Treat right here as well, and they look delicious.
So I'd like to stop it after they look delicious, and where will I pick it back up?
All right, it's been such a fantastic day today at the Hawaii here as well, and they look delicious, and
so I'm gonna cut it there.
Two. All right, it's been such a fan. Two. All right, it's been such a fan.
So, and I'm gonna start it right back here.
All right.
So I'm gonna eliminate. Let me just move my B-roll over here, because it's whatever clip it's stuck to. If you delete that clip, it's going to delete that B-roll as well. So, all right. So we just shortened the timeline a little bit, and we still got some cool B-roll here.
We have a parfait treat right here as well, and they look delicious. And all right, it's been such a fantastic day today.
All right, I'm going to get rid of the all right.
Delicious, and all right, it's
going to be a tough one.
It's been such a fan.
These are very minute.
And it's been such a fan as well, and they look delicious, and it's been such a fantastic day today.
So I'm pretty close. I'm going to enlarge it here. I could probably bring it out.
Look delicious, and it's been such.
Let's see, it might be too much, but let's see.
Delicious, and it's been.
Yeah. So I think I've got it where I have to.
Delicious, and it's been such a fantastic day today at the Hawaii Island Humane Society, learning about your Junior PAL program and meeting all these wonderful children. Thank you.
And I'm going to get rid of this little gap here, because we're not going to see it. It's going to get covered with B-roll.
Your Junior PAL program and meeting all these wonderful children. Thank you so much for all that you do for the community. We made some great food, treats for the dogs, but we can eat some of this stuff ourselves as well, can't we?
We have been snacking along the way, but I'm really excited to put it all together and have a wrap.
Kids ready to chow down? All right, let's do it.
All right, so there's the music, and this is the music video now. So now we're gonna tighten it up, work on some volume, adjusting the volumes and things like that. Let's see. So I think first thing I'm gonna do is fade in the music.
Ready to chow down? All right, let's. Kids ready to chow down? All right, let's do it.
Let's see.
Chow down. All right, let's.
All right, I'm gonna move the song back. I'm gonna start it a little bit later, buy myself a little more time.
All right, let's do it. Good catch.
When a dog licks your face and he's wagging his tail, there's something he wants you to know. That's just his way of saying hello, and he wants to be friends. When a cat's in your lap.
Okay, hang on a bit.
So there's a few clips here and there that I have 2 sets of clips for this video. This was the challenge, and I didn't really want to mix them all in together, and I'll tell you why here as I make this timeline a little bit smaller. This is because half the clips were shot inside, these clips here. The other half the clips were shot outside. So it's a little bit harder to match. We can try and match a clip, an outdoor clip here, and just see how it turns out. But it's tough to match indoor and outdoor clips. But let's say we use the lighting from, there's one good one of them holding little puppies here, right here. So this would be the outdoor. So let's see if we can do a color match on it. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but we can try. Color match is done right here. Match color. And then you pick up an indoor frame. Well, what I want to do is I want to match the indoor to the outdoor. So let's try that again. So we want to match, let's just match the first one and see if it works. Let's use an outdoor one from the cooking scene, and then that way I can more easily integrate it. Just talking out loud here, guys. If you have any ideas or suggestions, just chime in on the chat. So we're gonna try this first clip here and see if we can, how close we can get. Match color. Go find that clip we were using. Let's see, there it is. So brightens it up a little bit. It's very colorful. So that might be okay. Oops. Darn it. Well, that looks even better. So, okay. So we'll apply that match. See what it looks like before and after. I like it before, actually. It's more colorful. So we're going to take all these indoor clips and we're going to match them to this one, which has a nice color and hue and tone and tint to it. So now that's done. So there we go. Looking good. Looking pretty good on those. They all are sort of matching now. Now we can integrate a few of the doggy clips. Like I have all the eating and then all the food, the doggy food clips. So I'm not sure if that was the best thing to do or not. Should I have integrated them in, spaced them throughout the music video, or since the color's harder to match, I figured I would just do all at once and then all the indoor ones at once too. So let's continue on here. Make sure that we got this thing going on the way we want.
In a dog licks your face, and he's wagging his tail. There's something he wants you to know. That's just his way of saying hello. And he wants to be friends. When a cat's in your lap,
Okay, hang on a
and he's starting to
Okay, when a cat's in your lap, I've got a couple good B-roll shots of kitties with the kids. How cute is that? Got to use that clip in here somewhere. So I'm just searching through my folder. I try and create B-roll folders and put all my B-roll in there. So it's an easy get to whenever possible. Let's see. Here we go. When a cat's in your lap. It's a nice shot right there. Alright, so bring that down into the timeline and figure out a way to slip it into the...
When a cat's in your lap.
Alright. Oop. Don't need the audio on this one, at least not much of it.
When a cat's in your lap. When a cat's in your lap.
Just to make it a little bit longer.
A cat's in your lap. And he's starting to
hang on a
burn.
bite.
In your lap.
Okay, hang on a
And
bite.
he's starting to burn. He's got something he'd like to
Try one
say.
of these. Go ahead and dig in.
Because he's a cat, it might take all day.
Alright, I'm gonna work on volume here, because we can see these are the audio marks here. We got a lot of volume going on, so I want to adjust it. I want to be able to hear some of it, but not too much of it. Okay, so I got that at minus 17. So let's try this clip. This has got pretty good audio, and just see if it sounds as good. So you can, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you can hear it somewhat. So I'm just going to copy the audio here. Copy the clip, basically, and then grab all the other clips that I want to put my B-roll on. Audio. And we're going to match the audio. So we're going to paste attributes of the clip we just copied, and that's only just going to be the audio attributes. And now all the audio on all these clips went down to minus 17, just as we want. So now we can, the song's going to come out to the foreground here now.
When a dog licks your face and he's wagging his tail, there's something he wants you to know. That's just his way of saying hello. And he wants to be friends. When a cat's in your lap and he's starting to burn.
So
cat's in your lap, and he's starting to purr. Cat's in your lap, and he's starting to purr. He's got something.
Okay, so now I don't want to go, the continuity-wise, I don't want to go from a shot of this young lady and then back to a shot of her again eating in a different location. So I'm just going to separate the two by another clip and just kind of take people's minds off of it for a second and perhaps move it a little bit further back in the timeline.
When a cat's in your lap, and he's starting to purr, he's got something he'd like to say. Because he's a cat, it might take all day, but he'd like to be friends. Our animal buddies love us, and will tell you each time they can. All you have to do is understand what they're trying to say.
Okay, so these two clips, I'm using this clip as sort of a transition. I'm going from the set to the Humane Society, and this is sort of the transition clip. This one is such a nice, cute little clip. I'm going to save it for near the end. So let's see.
All you have to do is understand what they're trying to say. When you're asleep with your pet by your side, he'll be there to watch over you. You can be sure he'll be faithful and true, 'cause he knows you're his friend.
Okay, so good. So it's still a bit long. I have to cut it a little bit. I'm going over by about, how long is this clip? Not, 6 seconds. So it's easy to cut the first minute off. It's easier to cut the next 30 seconds. But when you get down like to the last 30 seconds that you got to cut out, or even the last 5 or 10 seconds that you have to cut out of something that you're limited on time, this has to be as long as the song. I can't go over it. It gets very intricate. But anyway, let's have another go around here and see what we can do to shorten up a few of these clips. And I just want to end it with the whole gang coming out. As the music begins to fade, I want to see the whole gang coming out and doing their high fives. And boom, that's the end of the segment and the end of the song. Nice job, Jerry. You're the best. You were born for this. So is Blake and Justin and all the other crew that writes music for the show.
Is ready to chow down?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Good catch.
When a dog licks your face and he's wagging his tail, there's something he wants you to know. That's just his way of saying hello, and he wants to be friends. When a cat's in your lap and he's starting to purr, he's got something he'd like to say. Because he's a cat, it might take all day, but he'd like to be friends. Our animal buddies love us, and will tell you each time they can. All you have to do is understand.
So this clip I'm going to shorten. It can take about 3 or 4 seconds. Well, I can take about a second off of this clip maybe.
All you have to do.
And maybe I can shorten this clip a little bit.
All you have to do.
Like just when her arms go up.
All you do.
All right.
All you have to do is understand what they're trying to say. When you're asleep with your pet by your side, he'll be there to watch over you. You can be sure he'll be faithful and true, 'cause he knows you're his friend.
All right, pretty good. I think I'm going to leave it there for now because there's a closing that comes, a closed part of the show, and I haven't started to edit that yet, and I might be able to work an L cut here where it ends and not have to cut any more out of this clip because, oh man, it's just, everything's just so right there. That's a phone call. I'm just tending to real fast. Okay. So, all right, now we're going to go back to the main timeline here, and we'll take another few minutes to what I call buff through the timeline. And now I'm going to start. Most of this has all been very rough cut, and now I'm going to start fine-tuning the cuts, make them and shorten, take out dead space, add, buff out the graphics and motion and music and voiceover, and do all that kind of thing. So yeah, so we'll start with the opening segment here. I think this segment's pretty well set, but we'll have a quick look at it and see if there's anything we want to change. I'm looking at it on the main timeline here because this is the master timeline from which the master is going to be created, the digital master, which we then upload to the network. Yeah, here we go. Just want to look at the audio settings that I have for it here. Okay. Want to make sure that the network is asking for dual mono rather than stereo, and there's a reason for that. And there's a reason that you want to create a dual mono as well. If your show gets picked up by a network overseas and they want to dub in audio in a different language, then when you have dual mono, that means that they can reduce to one channel and still get all of the audio and use the other channel for the translation audio. So dual mono is just, that's the way the network asks for it, and whatever they ask for, that's what we're doing. So here we go.
Aloha. Ooh, it's going to be a fantastic day today. We're falling in love. Puppy love, that is, with our friends at the Hawaii Island Humane Society. Let's tell them what else we're going to do today, kid.
We're gonna make some vegan treats for ourselves
and for all the doggies we'll be meeting today.
Plus, we're going to learn all about the Hawaii Island Humane Society's Junior PAL certification program.
And remember, it's not just a cooking show for kids.
It's a way.
All right, so got to go in, drill down into it to fix some of this audio. Now we're buffing out, so now would be the time to do it. When you're down to for audio, when you get down to the main clips, you can grab them all and create the audio for them all at once. And like I say, we're going with dual mono here. So now we go back to our master timeline.
With our friends at the Hawaii Island Humane Society. Let's tell them what else we're going to do today, kids.
We're gonna make some vegan treats for ourselves
and for all the doggies we'll be meeting today.
So that's a little bit low. The young lady is a little bit low on her audio. So I'm going to raise her up a little bit.
for ourselves
and for all the doggies we'll be meeting today.
Make some vegan treats for ourselves
and for all the doggies we'll be meeting today.
Plus, we're going to learn all...
And this one I'm going to bring down a little bit.
We're going to learn all about the Hawaii Island Humane Society's Junior PAL certification program.
And remember, it's not just a cooking show for kids.
It's a way of life.
Cooking with Cutty, I'm going out of my head. Cooking with Cutty, whether it's fish, fruit, or bread. Cooking with Cutty, he'll keep you fed. Cooking with Cutty. Cooking with Cutty, whether it's fish, fruit, or bread. Cooking with Cutty, oh, he'll keep you fed. Cooking with Cutty.
All right, so that's pretty much it. Just going to fix the fade on this final. All right. I'm going to undo it. It's a little bit loud. So, okay, so that's the opening. I think it's pretty well set. It's about a minute and 20 seconds long. It's about how long our openings last, anywhere from 1:15 to 1:20. So we're good. This next one is the first cooking segment here, so that we'll browse through that. These are our commercials right here, so these are all well set. Thanks to our sponsors here, KBRA, Kaanapali Beach Resort Association. This is Valve gear, hats, and beautiful hats and t-shirts. We love you guys. This one right here is a production company, Island Eye Productions, on the island of Maui, who's helped us out with a few things in the past. So here we go. Let's run this and see what we can do to buff it out a little bit. This is the first segment of the show.
And we're back with Abraham and Donica and our very special kids from the Hawaii Island Humane Society Junior PAL program. And today we're making some...
And again, I've got audio issues here. I've got to go in and turn this all into dual mono. And the audio is sort of it's almost about the last thing that you do on your setup here. So now's the time, since we're getting closer to finishing this episode up. So again, I'm gonna drill down all the way into my multicam setup here, because you have to use the base clip. You can only turn it into dual mono when you're working on the base clip. And so there we go. Let's see.
Okay, fantastic. Next line. Hit one. I've got pinto beans and rice.
All right, so we'll go back. See how that changes things here.
Some special treats for the doggies and for ourselves, Donica.
Let's have a look here. There's a microphone in here that we just don't need, and I think that's going to be the shotgun mic. So I'm going to drill down here in a minute, but...
So we thought it would be fun to create some healthy treats.
We're not telling anybody that this is what they should feed their dogs.
Wow, that's weird.
Sure what to feed your dogs, you want to check with your vets, and I'm sure they'll be able to give you some very good advice based on the dog's breed, the age, and...
Okay, so I'm going in here to these sub clips, and I'm going to work some more with the volume here. By getting rid of the shotgun mic on these clips here, I think that will work. Let's see. The audio just sounds, it doesn't sound, it just sounds like it needs a little... Let's see.
Special kids from the Hawaii Island Humane Society Junior PAL program. And today we're making some special treats for the doggies and for ourselves, Donica.
That's right, Cutty. Vegetarian treats.
All right, got to do it again because I didn't get it finished.
Back with Abraham and Donica.
There we go. That sounds a little better. Let's see.
And Donica and our very special kids from the Hawaii Island Humane Society Junior PAL program. And today we're making some special treats for the doggies and for ourselves, Donica.
That's right, Cutty. Vegetarian treats. Some people feed their dogs a vegetarian diet with good results. So we thought it would be...
Donica and our very special kids from the Hawaii Island Humane Society Junior PAL.
All right, that's the best I'm going to be able to do on it right now. I'm going to have to bring in an audio consultant here maybe to help me finish it.
Age and a lot of other factors as well. But we're just making these treats too as an extra, as a supplement to the dog's meals.
We've got some incredible treats, and we're gonna get to eat them ourselves as well.
All right, so what do you think, kids? Shall we get it started?
All right, it's pretty loud.
Yep. Slam dunk. And Ashley, find the on button for us. We'll start by mixing up the dog food.
We want our audio levels to be at around minus... This is a guideline from the network. We want our audio levels to be around minus 12, between minus 12 and minus 6. We never wanted to hit 0 because it's just so much easier to raise the volume when it's too low. But when the volume's too high and it starts clipping, even when you lower the volume, it's hard to get rid of the clipping. So... if you're going to guess, always guess under. It's just easier for the station to adjust it, basically.
Food.
Beans are extremely high in protein and can be made into burgers, cakes, drinks, pies, fudge, muffins, and more.
Beautiful. Beans and rice.
There are thousands of varieties of beans.
Actually...
Okay, so a little bit low on that that voiceover. Just going to raise it up a little bit.
Into burgers, cakes, drinks, pies, fudge, muffins, and more.
Beautiful. Beans and rice.
There are thousands of varieties.
Just going to take that up about 2 decibels.
Are thousands of varieties of beans.
Actually, there's 40,000 plus varieties of beans. It might make you wonder where you've been all your life.
Okay, I'm going to switch this out. Her face here, I've got a better shot that I want to use. Let's see. With this guy, he did a great little take for us here. Again, we shot our B-roll separately. Here we go.
Yes.
Here it is, right here. So he's got this look like, oh.
Cracking up. It's actually pretty funny. Remember that one time we heard the barking spider?
Oh, no. Okay, good. Now look at the...
Okay, so I like that right in there. Right in there. When he leans his head forward, dips his head forward.
Good.
Okay. I just think it's a better clip.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm going to bring it in a little earlier, too.
And more.
Beautiful. Beans and rice.
There are thousands of varieties of beans.
Actually, there's 40.
So just, I want to bring him in more quickly than that.
Beans. Varieties of beans.
Actually, there's 40,000 plus varieties of beans. It might make you wonder where you've been all your life.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, good. So don't need the volume on the B-roll, the audio, and just want to give Abraham a little more screen
All your
time.
life. Been all your life.
Some spice to make it all.
Okay, and I think I'm gonna use both those clips. Now that I think about it, because it's a good little clip with her too, and I need the extra. So something like this. Want to get Abra before he turns his head away.
Oh, no.
Okay, and
Your life.
Oh, no. Okay.
and one more clip that I'm just gonna add here.
Good. Now.
Some
All right, let's see how that works.
Oh, no. Okay. Good. Now. Good. Now.
some
Okay, I think that's good.
some
Okay, I'm just gonna shorten him up a little bit. Is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. Definitely having fun with this. I know the kids had fun, and it's great. You really build a bond, not just with the kids, but with their parents and the grandparents, sisters and brothers, whoever shows up. You know, by the end of the day, you've really bonded with these people, you know, and they become part of, you know, sort of family in a way. Something, you know, you guys share a common, unique experience. You know, being able to put out good information to, you know, the world. Basically, it's a great, awesome opportunity, and we don't take it lightly, but we do have fun. That's for sure.
Life.
some spice to make it all nice.
Okay, good.
Tell me when to stop.
That's perfect.
Good job. And you get an upper body workout while you're doing it.
Sweet potato specialty. And we'll get some of those peas and the carrots.
Man, that's just loud. Let me see what I can do to bring that audio down a bit. This is the shotgun audio. I have a feeling that's what the...
Right?
You should go poop.
I've already lowered it, but I'm gonna take it down to about a -8. And then go ahead and look at Donica. Okay, maybe that'll help a little bit here.
There's 40,000 plus varieties of beans. It might make you wonder where you've been all your life.
Some spice to make it all nice.
Much better.
Tell me when to stop.
I think I went a little bit too low, but
That's perfect.
Good job. And you get an upper body workout while you're doing it.
let me just get it up a little bit higher here. All right, it's just fine tuning, fine tuning, fine tuning.
Sweet potato specialty. And we'll get some of those peas and carrots.
I feel
Good. Now we're getting there.
wrinkly.
So is orange a good color for that graphic? I don't know.
And we'll get some of those peas and carrots.
I think the green is better. So let's go drill down into that. Make it a little bigger here.
We'll get some of those peas
Okay, now I know why I did it this way.
and carrots.
So I just want to maybe make this orange a little bit of a brighter orange, perhaps. Just going to go down here to face, choose a color. No, that's no good. Can we go deeper though? No, too deep. So I guess that's as good as it's going to get for now. I'm using the orange color because we're talking about oranges, so... I mean carrots, sorry.
I feel wrinkly.
Ooh, and the dressing with the herbs and almond butter.
Yeah.
And now we're going to put it into the crock pot, right?
Yep, you want to make sure it's all cooked.
All right, so we've put everything in the slow cooker, and we're going to cook this for how long?
A couple hours, Cutty. It's funny because dogs aren't too picky about food being overcooked. We could put it all in at the same time and just let it cook together.
Right, okay, so that's perfect. But humans are a little bit more picky about that, and we're going to be eating some of this too, though, right?
Yeah, true. So we have some of our vegetables pre-cooked.
And we got some tortillas, and you made some dressing for us, and so this is going to be very exciting. You don't want to go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, good. There we go. So I leave a little bit on the tail end after I say goodbye because in case I have to do some editing on the master timeline, I have a little bit to play with. So that segment's done, basically. I mean, you know, we might be able to shorten it or lengthen it a little bit later on if we need to, but essentially it's done. I think let's take a few minutes and go over maybe one more segment, which I think is pretty close to finished anyways. And then we'll just go from there and call it a day, I think. So
That we do?
So here we go. This is when we get to the Humane Society, this is coming back from a commercial break. And we're at the Humane Society here. And here we go.
This is BB Ackerman, Community Outreach Director for the Hawaii Island Humane Society. Many of BB's outreach programs target our youth, like her Junior PAL program, where kids become certified in basic animal care, behavior...
All right, so I already see I want to start that graphic a little earlier and maybe finish it a little bit earlier. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I did that originally, but let's go drilling down to the timeline. Again, when each one of these little icons right here, these are all separate video and audio clips that we have edited. Hundreds of them. and thousands, probably thousands of edits, maybe tens of thousands of edits for each episode that we do.
This is BB Ackerman, Community Outreach Director for the Hawaii Island Humane Society. Many of BB's outreach programs target our youth, like her Junior PAL program, where kids
Okay, so just I'm gonna start this one a little bit sooner, this graphic, and overlap it, I guess, with
BB's outreach programs target our youth, like her Junior PAL program, where kids become...
So, I'm just going to lengthen BB's a little bit and shorten their back end of the two graphics that I just put up there.
Outreach programs target our youth, like her Junior PAL program, where kids become
Okay, and now I'm going to add a dissolve on those two on the other end of it. So I think you could do a Command T, and that'll let you do your dissolve built in, like a fade out, fade in, fade out, which is essentially what a dissolve is in Final Cut 10.
Program where kids become certified in basic animal care, behavior, and obedience.
Hi guys, welcome to this year's Junior Pals.
Hi.
It's so nice for you guys to be here, and we have animals that are really going to love your company. What you guys are going to get to learn is fun, be safe with animals you don't know, animals you do know, proper way to greet a dog, give treats, going to give you a tour of the shelter, all the time staying safe and having fun. The pets here love to hear you talk. So you're gonna get to read to them sometimes too. You're gonna learn how to teach them to sit, stay, walk kindly on a leash. So when they're ready to get adopted.
All right, so when she says you're gonna learn how to read to them, I'm gonna go to my doggy B-roll folder, and I have a good shot that I noticed earlier of one of the kids holding a book that had a dog on the cover. So I think that'll be a good little tease to keep people tuned in for them to watch the kids actually reading to the dogs. So I'm scrolling through here, just gotta find it. It takes time because usually I use two monitors, and right now I'm forced to use one because I can't really live stream very easily. With one monitor. I mean, with two monitors. So, anyway, getting closer here. Here we go. Here's getting in there. Come on, where are you? Huh. This is part of it, folks. This is part of it. It's all part of it. Here we go. So, I'm just going to bring it down here for now.
Love to hear you talk. So you're going to get to read to them some.
So, here we go.
You're going to get to read to them sometimes too. You're going to learn how to teach them to sit, stay, walk kindly on a leash. So when they're ready to get adopted, they've been trained to walk nicely on a leash, and you guys help do it. So every adoption that you've interacted with the pet, you had something to do with that pet getting a home. Doesn't that sound cool?
Yeah.
So we're at the Humane Society. Humane means to be kind. So everything that we do when we're at the Humane Society and try and incorporate in your life, your daily life, is start with kindness. Do everything with kindness.
Now, how's that for a great lesson? Thank you, BB. Kindness is what it's all about. Unity. United we stand. Here we go.
Life is start with kindness. Do everything with kindness. You give out kindness, kindness comes back, and it'll be fun. You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay, guys, the first stop we have are our pocket pets. guinea pigs, bunny rabbits, sometimes we've got mice, sometimes we have rats, and you can pet them, you can hold them. If I'm not here, make sure you ask the front desk, are they hand friendly? Can I pick them up? And this is Cowie at the front desk. If someone from the public asks you a question and you don't know the answer, send them to the front desk. This is our volunteer communication board. You can write down any notes that you feel should be shared with other volunteers. We also have a bath list, who's really stinky and needs a bath. And this is our adoptables that are able to go for a walk. All new volunteers start as the green V. That means they're dogs that we've deemed the easiest walkers. So this is Volunteer Cove. It's the first stop when you come in to volunteer.
Okay, so she reaches into that bucket there. Thought I saw some B-roll of some bucket reaching here in one of these shots. I may be wrong, but I'm going to have a quick look through. Here we go. So see how she reaches in. Let's see if I can match this shot up here. Let's see. Get rid of that audio.
So this is Volunteer Cove. It's the first Volunteer Cove. It's the first stop when you come in. It's the Volunteer Cove. It's the first. So this is Volunteer Cove. It's the first stop when you come in to volunteer.
All right, so that's kind of a neat little cutaway
so this
there.
is Volunteer Cove. It's the first stop when you come in to volunteer. You sign in, get your apron, grab some poop bags, put some treats in your pocket, and head on your way. So this is Cat Adoptable, our kittens and our adult cats. We have Condo A and Condo B, and you guys are able to go right inside and sit down and play, or you can take one of the kitties out of the silver kennels over into the play area, and I will train you on how to do that and properly hold a kitty so they can't get loose, and so they relax, especially if a dog barks. This is adoption.
Just going to switch out these two shots for continuity.
Over into the play area, and I will train you on how to do that and properly hold a kitty so they can't get loose, and so they relax, especially if a dog barks. This is Adoption Row for dogs. This is where all the fun happens. This is where dogs are you can take for a walk. Every pet has a kennel card, and this is all the information that we have on the pet. Shows the date they arrived, how they arrived, male, female, how old they are, whether they're adoptable, and it also shows the veterinary care that they've had since they've been here. So the first time you're meeting a dog...
Okay, so there's a like a rooster or something in the background in the very beginning. Let's see.
They've been here. So the first...
So...
Had since they've been...
I either have to let the rooster finish, or I have to cut the rooster off. I can't just do a half a rooster crow. Oops. Let's see. Oops, let's see. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now I can just let that rooster finish crowing here.
Since they've been here. So the first time you're meeting a dog, you don't know what level of manners care that they've had since they've been here. So the first time you're meeting a dog, you don't know what level of manners the dog has. I don't want you to put your fingers through. You're gonna break a little piece off and kind of toss it under and see how the dog takes it. Are they really excited to grab it and they might accidentally get your fingers too? Keep tossing it under. If they sit or they take it really nicely, it's probably okay to put your fingers through to give them a treat. So we don't just have dogs and cats, we've got ducks. Sometimes we do have farm animals as well. If you're looking for something special, go on our wish list. We will call you if we get it in. This is our bathing station. Smaller breed.
Okay, I'm going to make this wish list. I think it needs to get a little bit bigger. If I can do that. I'm not really sure if I can. Let's see. Source scale. Oops. Yes, I can. All right, good. So just a little bit bigger. There we go.
Special, go on our wish list. We will call you if we get it in. This is our bathing station.
Kind of a...
This is our bathing station. Smaller breeds, you...
So a little bit shaky right here on the beginning of this clip, so I might get rid of the shake.
Our bathing station.
There we go.
This is our bathing station. Smaller breeds, you...
Let it go. Let this clip play out a little longer.
Station. Smaller breeds, you can do in the tub. Most of our dogs do enjoy getting a bath. Some of them may have been out stray for a while and they're really stinky and it just makes them feel better. And they just love the connection too with the human, touching them, making them feel good, making them smell good. It's a really good time.
I mean, come on, folks. How cute is that? Come on.
Time too to cuddle and hold puppies after. You know, rub them up in a nice warm towel and coo and coddle them. Proper collar fit is very important. If you're using a hook leash or hook collar, it's the best way to measure if you have it on properly is if you can fit 2 fingers between the dog's neck and the collar comfortably, it's on properly. It's also important to remember if you have a puppy, they're going to grow. Make sure you adjust that collar for growth. We can't adopt ourselves for growth.
Okay, so that's a jump cut right here that I have to cover, and I think what I'm gonna try and use is, hopefully I have some B-roll, here we go, of the kids sitting and watching.
Smile. Left here, left.
Let's see what we got going here. I gotta use something different for B-roll here.
That's that collar for growth. We can't adopt ourselves out of this overpopulation problem. The most important thing you can do for the pets on our island is spay and neuter your pets. We do provide free.
All right, I gotta have a cover shot. Just looking for one good shot here to cover with. Here's a good one. Well, no. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got we can use? She's talking about
That collar for growth. We can't adopt.
I guess well, here's the collar shot. Let's find this clip here in the browser and see if there's anything behind it. Here we go. Here we go. So there's the 2 fingers that she's got in between it.
It's on properly. It's also important to remember if you have a puppy, they're gonna grow. Make sure you adjust that collar for growth. We can't adopt ourselves out of this overpopulation problem.
All right, just gonna shorten this clip now.
We can't adopt ourselves out of this overpopulation problem. The most important thing you can do problem. The most important thing you can do for the pet.
So yeah, the dogs get really excited when it's time to go for their walks.
The most important thing you can do for the pets on our island is spay and neuter your pet. We do provide free spay and neuters for the community. Also, if you have a dog that's had puppies, bring your puppies in and we'll spay the mama for free. Junior Pals has become one of our most popular kids programs. It runs over summer break from school, runs 6 to 8 weeks. Children age 9 to 13 are able to participate. They learn basic...
So, I like the graphic, but I have another shot, that shot of Abraham shooting the kids. See if I can find that now again here. Here it is. Oh wait, is that it? Let's see. That's it. Here it is, right here. All right. So I'm thinking. So I'm gonna do like I think like a picture-in-a-picture type of a graphic here. In other words, reduce the oops, didn't want to do that. Good.
Junior Pals has become one of our most popular kids programs. It runs over summer break from school, runs 6 to 8 weeks. Children age 9 to 13 are able to participate. They learn basic animal care, being a responsible pet owner, basic dog obedience, proper way to hold a kitty, and just being a kind steward to the pets on our island or their own pets. They do all graduate and receive a certificate, and they can all volunteer without the need of a parent or chaperone based on their own skill level. Our New Leash on Life program focuses on kids that might need a little bit more direction. When I first started thinking about this program, I wanted to do something that kids could connect to equally with the dogs. And kids that are in foster care are kind of in the same boat that the dogs that we have are as well. And if they're not making the connection, they may, by working with a dog they've just met and realize I'm falling in love with this dog, maybe they might realize my foster family did care about me. So quickly how the bond happens. So they kind of have a connection. They're in the same boat. So another
okay, so again, she already said they kind of have a connection and they're in the same boat already once, so...
me. So quickly how the bond happens.
So I'm going to cut it right there. Move my B-roll over a little bit. Get rid of this clip. Just more audio than we need.
How the bond happens. Another popular program we have is Tales with Tales. Tales with Tales is welcome to parents and children that would like to come and read to the pets. Happens. Another popular program we have is Tales with Tales. Tales with Tales is welcome to parents and children that would...
Okay, so I'm gonna let's see if I can find. All right, so there's 3 good ones in there, so here we go.
To parents and children that would like to come and read to the pets, as well as schools and classrooms. The benefits to parents is having a child learn to become a happy and fulfilled reader. They enjoy reading. Kids that sit and read to a pet, if they make a mistake, the dog doesn't laugh at them, and so they don't get thrown off, and the dog gets socialization, gets to spend some time with a child reading to them, petting them, rubbing their belly, that one-on-one love that they crave. Adopting a shelter pet is the most fulfilling thing you can do. Providing a home to a homeless animal They truly understand how lucky they are and they're grateful for it. Helping us at the shelter, best way to do that is foster. Fostering removes pets away from the shelter and opens up a kennel. Empty kennels save lives.
Okay, so there we go. That's that segment. I think we're going to call it a day right there. So thanks for joining me here on Cutty Edits, CTV59 Puppy Love Session 9. We had a good time finishing the music video and buffing out the first 3 segments of the episode. We have right now we have about a 36 minute show. I've got a 27:55 to hand in, so we still have some content to add. But we're getting closer to finishing this episode. On the next session, we'll finish buffing out the rest of the episode here, and we'll work on our closing segment and our credit roll here. Okay? Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys are all staying safe and very healthy during this very interesting time in our lives here. And I hope that watching this edit is bringing you some joy and comfort. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. So from Hawaii, aloha and ahui ho.